This practical experience shows that nothing will so much ensure immunity against drinking or using as intensive work with other alcoholics or addicts. It works when all other activities fail. Now that's a pretty powerful statement. It works when other activities fail. In June of 2005, I started working with other addicts. Now over the course of the past three years, I've taken almost 300 alcoholics and addicts, gamblers and sex addicts through the 12 steps. Of the people I've taken through the 12 steps, 52% of them, and I keep track of everybody, are sober today. Now that's what the book says. 50% will sober up at once. Another 25 will sober up or clean up after a few relapses. And the other 25% will show improvement if they keep coming back, not to the meetings, but to work the steps, to seek that communion with God, to seek that power to separate them from the desire to drink and use. Now, I think in this program there's a really well-kept secret. Have you noticed that sponsors, now I know sponsors do relapse, but for the most part, sponsors tend to stay sober, and sponsees tend to relapse. So I was talking to my friend in Hamilton, Tunisia. Some of you might know Tunisia. And I said, Tunisia, I said, what kind of recovery rates are you getting working with the gals on the front lines? And she goes, Cameron, I get 100%. I said, you get 100% success rate? She says, absolutely. I'm still sober. Now, that's the best kept secret in this fellowship. Those, you can't get it unless you give it away. Something really magical happens when you sit down with another addict and you seek God together. Because God speaks through you, and through you he speaks to me and back to God. But in the same instant, God speaks through me, and through me he speaks to you and back to God. I'm convinced God created us so he could have a conversation with himself.